aren't up to speed, if you guys have been living under a rock recently, um, as you know, the Hong Kong operators were supposed to be released in a couple weeks, or later this month, in fact. It's supposed to have two new operators, new guns, new weapons, two new operators with new abilities, brand new map. It was supposed to be a theme park map, if I remember correctly. And that has all been pushed back until August. Now get this shit. So, what Ubisoft is doing is that they're gonna spend the 3 months of time that we should have been playing with our new operators and the new map to doing bug fixes. They're calling this, get this, they actually made a name and they made a logo for it. It's called Operation Health. They had the fucking audacity to make a logo for it and everything. And my game just froze. My game just froze. I don't give a shit anymore. So, they fucking... Oh my god, it's so stupid. So, if you don't know what's gonna happen, since they moved the Hong Kong operators to August, they're pushing all of the fucking, like, DLC back. So, like, we're gonna get the fucking, we're gonna get the Hong Kong operators in August, and then we're gonna get the South Korean operators as normal. But they completely got rid of the Polish DLC. They're dividing the two Polish operators between the Hong Kong DLC and the South Korean DLC, and they're completely getting rid of the map entirely. And they're not refunding any of us. They're not giving us even a small amount of money back, as far as I know. Literally, in their fucking tweet or whatever it was, they didn't apologize at all. And I just got kicked out of the game. But they didn't apologize at all for canceling the DLC. And obviously this has gotten a ton of the players pissed about it. And it sucks because they're not refunding us. And you know Ubisoft, every time they try to fix more shit, they break even more. They break 10 times more. So, this is what happened with Battlefield 1. The long span of time that players aren't going to get anything new. Because if you don't know Battlefield 1, great game, but awful with fucking, like, new content being released. This is what's gonna happen with Rainbow Six Siege. They're gonna have, like, that 3 months of wait time of no new content, nothing new to spice up the gameplay, and people are just gonna get fucking bored and stop playing. I don't know who fucking thought this was a good idea to push. Why didn't they just wait? They could have just waited. Literally, it's like a week or two away from, like, the fucking DLC was about to be dropped. And they wait last second. And it annoys the hell out of me. Because it's kind of like on Christmas morning, when you wake up on Christmas morning, there's no gifts there. And then you ask mom where your gifts are, and your mom's like, oh, some burglar came in last night on Christmas Eve and stole all the gifts. It's just like that. And it's so annoying. Because they're not apologizing for it. And they're just supposedly, quote-unquote, gonna... They set it up into 3 different categories. I don't have the pictures up now. If I did, I'd read them off to you. But, like, pretty much the first thing is, like, they're gonna fix the servers, higher tick rate, shit like that. I personally, I never noticed any problems with the tick rate. Like, they still should have waited. That's the point. Do you get what I'm saying? They should have waited. What's the point of hyping up the Hong Kong DLC only to push it 3 months? We're gonna have to wait half a year now of no new content, pretty much, because the Velvet Shell operators, Jackal and Mira, and the map Coastline, they came out about 3 months ago. So we're gonna have to wait half a year. That's about as frequent as like a Walking Dead season comes on. You have to wait half a year. Hey, you guys who watch Walking Dead, do you guys remember how pissed you were when on the season 6 finale, when Negan comes in and everyone's so hyped? It's like, oh, it's gonna be just like the comics. Glenn's gonna get his face bashed in. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna get to see who dies. And then they fucking give us a cliffhanger, and we have to wait half a year. And by the time that half a year comes, nobody's as hyped as they.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
And it's like, they're just gonna lose money. Ubisoft is gonna lose a ton of money. The player base is gonna drop drastically. This is happening with Ghost Recon as well. I literally just thought about this. There's the PvP in Ghost Recon is non-existent. There is none, and people are and the player base is lowering because of that. There's no Narco Road was a joke, okay? That shouldn't be called DLC. And like, since there's gonna be no new content for like fucking while from Ghost Recon, people are gonna be freaking out, and they're not gonna want to play the game anymore. And another thing I want to rant about, oh god, I'm fucking about everything right now, but like, I heard like the Ubisoft developers wanted to like add like 50 to 100 new operators. They're gonna run out of ideas. They're going to run out of ideas if they're dead serious about adding that many new operators to the game, because they're gonna have to start going sci-fi. We already have that with Echo's drone. It can go invisible, for fuck's sake, and it can shoot out sonic beams or whatever it is, like Black Canary from Injustice 2. And like, eventually we're gonna have fucking, we already have like laser tripwires, but I guess that makes sense from for Capcom, and heartbeat sensor is kind of pushing it, but I can see it. But like, eventually we're gonna have people with active cloaking, or people that can climb up on walls and ceilings and shit. Or we're gonna have like fucking guns who can see people through walls, like X-ray vision. And they're gonna just run out of ideas. They promised us 50 to 100 operators. Do I want 50 to 100 operators? Fuck no. Because then I'm not gonna be able to choose between all of them. Ah, fuck. The point that I'm trying to get is that this is an awful decision on Ubisoft's part. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I could just spend this whole video saying how stupid it is, because it is. It really is. And I'm looking up Operation Health right now on Google, because I just want to find that image so I can read it off to you. Like, they gave it a logo and everything. Like, they could have spent that time just pumping out the new operators for us. Alright, so they're calling it the 3 pillars, quote unquote. And pillar number 1, technical improvements. So it's one-step matchmaking, 100% server-based features, and faster servers. Alright. I can handle that. But why not work on that stuff in the 3 months of time that you have not giving us any new content except different emblems and those shitty reptilian camos and uniforms for the operators. Why not fix that stuff then? Like, seriously. And they have like a logo for this too. Like, it looks like an operator logo, but it's like gears spinning. Alright, number 2. New development process. 3 steps deployment for new tech features and an on and off switch, which is the ability to roll back faster to previous systems in case of emergency. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm only 15. I'm not a techie guy at all. So, someone just comment down below what that means, or just go watch someone else. Please watch someone else who is better, more qualified to rant about this shit than I am. And number 3 is bug fix. And the top reported bugs by the community are going to be pretty much fixed. And they have a logo for this too. It's like a beetle. Alright, like... But again, like, the top requested bugs, like... It's not really a bug, but like Blitz's hitbox. Like, they didn't fix that for like fucking... until like recently. Like the fucking bug or like some people's guns can disappear. That's still there. Literally, it was here when I was broadcasting this now. Like, you saw it a couple rounds ago in the kill cam. The fucking... I'm pretty sure there's a glitch where like people's heads can just straight up disappear and like turn super dark, so it's like kind of hard to see the farther away you get from them, but the closer you get, their heads start becoming more visible. And like, you know how like Velvet Shell had like the symbol of like them, of like Velvet Shell, the logo, when you get into Rainbow Six, it shows like Jackal's foot or whatever, whoever's foot it is, and like the spilled wine glass and the fucking cocktail umbrellas. They spent the time to make one of those for Operation Health. It's like an X-ray view of like Doc pulling away an operator, like who's wounded presumably. And like, if you spent all this time working on that dumbass logo, Sludge is gonna come here. But if you spent all that time working on that stupid ass logo, like, it's like a joke, dude. It's like a joke. Like, oh my god, it's so stupid. It's such an awful decision. Why do we have a fuse? I just noticed that. But yeah, like, let's proceed slowly. Nice.
Op 4 eliminated.
Like, why not work on all those glitches? Like, there's a glitch where you can fucking headshot Montagny from behind his extended shield. Why not just fix that beforehand? Like, there's a glitch where fucking Caveira's silent step doesn't work. Why not fix that beforehand? Like, why not? Oh my god. And like, as far as I know, Ubisoft hasn't apologized for this. They didn't go in their tweet. They didn't go in their tweet or whatever it was, saying like, we're sorry for any inconvenience, or like, we sincerely apologize for disappointing you. No, they just said, well, guess what? Hong Kong's delayed. And Poland is pretty much canceled. And like, that's the part that pisses me off the most, is that they just came out with this out of the blue. Like, they didn't give us any heads up beforehand. They didn't like give us like a thing on Twitter or whatever is like, would you like these systems in place? Like, vote yes or vote no, and whichever one gets the highest votes will do. Like, they didn't do anything like that to give us a heads up in advance. Oh, I'm losing my breath here. I'm getting dehydrated. I'm just so frustrated. I'm not even mad. It's like, it's the silent anger, which I think is worse. Oh my god, move Echo, please, before I fucking team kill you.
Down to 10 seconds.
I'm like, it's just so...
5 seconds left.
Part of me hopes that the player base goes down dramatically because of this, so Ubisoft learns their lesson and never fucking pulls this shit again. What if they had done this, like, right before the Poland DLC, which is scheduled to be the last DLC? What if they did that and it's like, oh, guess what, Poland's cancelled? And I like how it still says on, like, the website, it says 8 new operators, which is true, but it still says the 4 DLC maps. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, why would you cancel the map? Like, what's stopping you? Literally nothing is stopping you from pumping out that last map. It's so unprofessional on Ubisoft's part. And it makes me want to slam my fucking head through a wall. And, oh my god. Like, I just don't know what else to talk about now. I'm just so frustrated and angry. Like, I just don't know what to say anymore. Do you know that feeling when, like, you're just so mad, like, you have nothing else to say? That's me right now. Oh my god. Next thing you know, they're gonna start pumping out... What if they start pumping out new content during Operation Health? Like, what if they start pumping out new costumes and new skins, new stupid shit like that, and new emblems? Like, we were supposed to get a Capitao Elite skin, and like, I probably wasn't gonna end up getting the Capitao Elite skin because I kind of like to keep their costumes and weapon skins like universal. Like, I like to give Capitao his Skull Rain camo and his Skull Rain headgear and the green uniform. And like, it's so stupid because they're just canceling the DLC and they're canceling the Hong Kong DLC and they're taking away the Poland DLC. I'm like, oh nice. And I literally don't know what to say anymore. I'm done. Fucking broadcast over. Once we get into the drone phase, I'm fucking ending this. What do you think about this little DLC thing that's going on? What do you think about Operation Health? More like Operation Fuck the Player Base, dude, to be honest. What if they don't fix anything? What if in that half a year of time that they spend quote-unquote fixing shit, what if nothing's changed? Then what? Then what's Ubisoft gonna do? They're fucked. They're literally fucked. I'm out.